Chapter 1: The Indus Valley Civilization. The story of India begins with one of the oldest and most advanced civilizations in the world, the Indus Valley Civilization. This civilization flourished in the northwest of India, along the banks of the Indus River and its tributaries, from around 2500 BCE to 1900 BCE. It covered an area of more than 1 million square kilometers, and had a population of about 5 million people. The Indus Valley Civilization was remarkable for its urban planning, sanitation, trade, art, writing, and technology. It had more than 1,000 cities and towns, some of which were among the largest and most sophisticated in the ancient world. The most famous ones are Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, which had well-organized streets, brick houses, public baths, granaries, drainage systems, and fortifications. The people of the Indus Valley Civilization traded with other regions, such as Mesopotamia, Central Asia, and the Persian Gulf, using standardized weights and measures, and a script that has not been deciphered yet. They also produced beautiful pottery, jewelry, sculptures, seals, and toys, which show their artistic skills and religious beliefs. The Indus Valley Civilization had a complex and diverse culture, which is still not fully understood. It is not clear what language they spoke, what gods they worshipped, or what political system they had. Some scholars suggest that they were peaceful and egalitarian, while others argue that they had social classes and conflicts. Some evidence indicates that they practiced yoga, meditation, and vegetarianism, and had a concept of zero. They also had a sophisticated knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and engineering. The Indus Valley Civilization declined around 1900 BCE, for reasons that are still debated. Some possible causes are climate change, natural disasters, invasions, or internal decay. However, the legacy of the Indus Valley Civilization did not disappear. It influenced the later cultures and civilizations of India, and contributed to the rich and diverse heritage of the Indian subcontinent. Chapter 2: The Vedic Age. The story of India continues with the Vedic Age, which lasted from around 1500 BCE to 500 BCE. This period is named after the Vedas, the oldest and most sacred texts of Hinduism, which were composed by the Indo-Aryan people who migrated to India from Central Asia. The Indo-Aryans brought with them their language, religion, and culture, which gradually mixed with the native traditions of the Indus Valley and other regions. They settled in the northern plains of India, along the Ganges and Yamuna rivers, and established tribal kingdoms and chiefdoms. They were mainly pastoralists, who raised cattle, horses, and sheep, but they also practiced agriculture and trade. They were divided into 4 social classes, or varnas: the Brahmins, priests and scholars; the Kshatriyas, warriors and rulers; the Vaishyas, merchants and farmers; and the Shudras, servants and laborers. They also had a system of clans, or gotras, based on their ancestry. The Indo-Aryans worshipped many gods and goddesses, who represented the forces of nature and the aspects of life. Some of the most important ones were Indra, the king of gods and the god of thunder; Agni, the god of fire and the messenger of gods; Soma, the god of the intoxicating drink and the source of inspiration; Vayuna, the god of the sky and the cosmic order; and Surya, the god of the sun and the light. They also believed in the concept of karma, the law of cause and effect, and the cycle of rebirth, or samsara. They performed rituals and sacrifices, called yajnas, to please the gods and obtain their blessings. They also recited hymns, called mantras, which were believed to have magical powers. The Vedas are the main source of information about the Vedic age. They consist of 4 collections of texts: the Rigveda, the Samaveda, the Yajurveda, and the Atharvaveda. The Rigveda is the oldest and the most important one, containing more than 1,000 hymns to various gods and goddesses. The Samaveda is a collection of musical melodies for the Rigvedic hymns. The Yajurveda is a collection of formulas and instructions for the performance of rituals and sacrifices. The Atharvaveda is a collection of spells and charms for various purposes, such as healing, protection, and love. The Vedic age was a time of great cultural and religious development in India. It laid the foundations for the later Hindu traditions, such as the Upanishads, the epics, and the Puranas. It also influenced the emergence of other religions, such as Buddhism and Jainism, which challenged the authority of the Vedas and the Brahmins. Chapter 3: The Mauryan Empire. The story of India reaches a new height with the Mauryan Empire, which was the first and the largest empire in the history of India. It spanned from around 322 BCE to 185 BCE, and covered most of South Asia and parts of Central Asia and Southeast Asia. It was founded by Chandragupta Maurya, who overthrew the Nanda dynasty and united the northern kingdoms of India under his rule. The Mauryan Empire was remarkable for its political, economic, and cultural achievements. It had a centralized and efficient administration, which was divided into 4 provinces, each governed by a viceroy. It had a large and powerful army, which was composed of infantry, cavalry, elephants, and chariots. It had a complex and prosperous economy, which was based on agriculture, trade, and taxation. It had a diverse and tolerant society, which included people of different religions, languages, and ethnicities. The Mauryan Empire reached its peak under the reign of Ashoka, who was the grandson of Chandragupta Maurya. Ashoka is considered one of the greatest rulers in world history, and is known for his benevolence, justice, and compassion. He expanded the empire to its maximum extent, and conquered almost all of India except the southern tip. He also waged a bloody war against the kingdom of Kalinga, which resulted in the death and suffering of millions of people. This war changed Ashoka's mind, and made him renounce violence and embrace Buddhism. He became a devout Buddhist, and spread the teachings of Buddha throughout his empire and beyond. He also built many stupas, pillars, and edicts, which are the main sources of information about his life and reign. The Mauryan Empire declined after the death of Ashoka, due to internal conflicts, invasions, and rebellions. It was eventually replaced by the Shunna dynasty, which ruled over a smaller and weaker kingdom. However, the legacy of the Mauryan Empire did not fade away. It influenced the later empires and kingdoms of India, such as the Kushan Empire, the Gupta Empire, and the Harsha Empire. It also contributed to the spread of Indian culture and civilization to other regions, such as Central Asia, Southeast Asia, and China.